After I did my last video talking about what people in Taiwan knows about Sweden, a lot of people asked me to make a video actually talking about Sweden and talking about Swedish culture, but I thought that if I make this video totally by myself, it's basically gonna be like propaganda, like wow, Sweden is such a great country and so on. So I invited a friend who is Taiwanese, but she lived in Sweden for about 1 year. And also we decided to make this video in IKEA, the most Swedish of places in Taiwan. So I'm going there to meet up with her now. Hello, how's it going? Well, what do you think is the difference actually between IKEA in Taiwan and IKEA in Sweden?
I think in Sweden they sell more things. They have a huge dessert bar. They sell so many different kind of cakes.
Yeah, you mean in the restaurant or?
Yeah, in restaurant place.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Really?
But to me, it's really amazing that almost everything in the restaurant tastes exactly the same as back in Sweden. So I think they do a good job. And why did you pick Sweden to live in, out of all places?
Actually, I didn't think that much.
I thought you were gonna say, actually, I didn't pick Sweden.
No, because I want to go to Europe.
Yeah.
Since everyone want to go to United States.
Yeah.
And also, I don't really know other European language.
But you know Swedish?
No. No, but if I want to study in Sweden, I don't really have to know Swedish because they are very good at English.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
What was the biggest change in your life to move to Sweden compared to live in Taiwan?
I didn't even know how to peel potatoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was peeling potatoes like 20 minutes and I couldn't finish one.
I think this is like the equivalent, because we come here and we can't eat with chopsticks, but in Sweden you have to peel your potato. I never even thought about this.
In my corridor, like there are 6 or 8 students together. One of us, he's Swedish and he's very good at cooking. But he's really shy. He never really talked to me. There's one day I was peeling a potato for like 20 minutes and he couldn't understand me. He said, Hanping, if you really want to peel potato, you should do like this. And he's like, peeling, like I finished in like 10 seconds.
Oh my god, this is like the best meeting a Swede situation ever. I know we didn't talk for several weeks, but then we were peeling potato together. Yeah, it's like an icebreaker in Sweden. The meaning is salty sticks, and it's basically what it is. It's just, I don't even know what it's made from. But they like taste it. When you have a craving for something salty, you buy this because it's the cheapest salty thing that you can buy. Salta pinnar. Good stuff. This is good too. It's kind of like crispy. This tastes a little bit like Maya tang. The inside here, do you agree with this?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like Maya tang inside this with chocolate. That's so good. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but it's like Swedish version of Maya tang. This is a disgusting cheesy Swedish snack. Do you try this one?
Yeah, I think so too. It's very stinky.
Yeah.
But it tastes really good, right?
No. Yeah, you can go here and taste it.
Okay.
I think this has a bigger chance to sell if you don't taste it before.
One specifically from...
This is close to where I live. It's Dalarna, you know.
So this is also from Sweden?
Yeah, of course. Everything here is from Sweden.
This is very good, right?
For you, which one?
This one.
Bread?
Yeah.
This is amazing. This is some great Swedish stuff.
It tastes like cookie, but it's bread.
Yeah. I want to ask you, when you were in Sweden, did you already know how to put butter and also cheese on the bread?
Oh, like slice?
Yeah.
Oh, that is the first time I've seen the cheese slicer.
Yeah, it has some other name, but I don't know what it is.
I didn't know how to use that.
Yeah.
The first time I saw that.
People are really angry with beginners because they tend to always do exactly in the same way. So it becomes like a ski slope, you know.
Yeah.
So we call it like the ski slope if someone does not know how to use it in the proper way. And I think you are really lucky because you got a Swedish boyfriend, right?
No.
No. You didn't?
It's from Denmark.
Oh, okay. We met because we do language exchange together, right?
Yeah.
And I teach you Swedish. And it's such a big disappointment for me because every week you come and your Danish accent gets more and more strong.
At first I thought it's really interesting because two languages similar.
Yeah.
So I can learn both at the same time.
Oh my god.
I totally mixed it up.
To everyone in Denmark, you know, your accent gonna sound so Swedish. And to everyone in Sweden, your accent gonna sound so Danish. But what was the coldest that you experienced in Denmark?
It's like minus 20 something.
Yeah.
So it should be really cold, and when you breathe,
Yeah.
and your hair will suddenly become all white because it's frozen.
Except for the weather, was there any other big change?
I really think the biggest change is Swedish people see things in a very different way. For example, I always worrying about something while I'm trying to decide if I want to do this or I don't want to do this. My Swedish boyfriend, always, I was so worried about, maybe it's not a good idea to do long-term relationship.
Yeah.
No, long-distance relationship.
You know you just call him a Swedish boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna write a lot of hate under this video. Yeah, okay, you're kind of Swedish boyfriend.
Yeah. Long-distance relationship.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not a good idea, and we're also different. But I think it's totally fine. We don't have to worry about this, and that's something for future. But if we are happy together, then we don't have to think about anything. So.
It's so similar to my situation.
Really?
Yeah, because my girlfriend in the beginning too, long distance relation, because she came from a previous long distance relationship. Said, it's so hard. And I thought, we can try it. We can do our best. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least
and now I
try,
even think about, maybe my parents couldn't accept foreigners as my boyfriend. But for my boyfriend, he would just think, that's not a big problem now.
Yeah.
It's like the problem if we are really going to get married or something.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry. And
I think also in Taiwan, you know, the parents are much more important for your decisions. Of course, in Sweden, our parents are important too. But I think people in Taiwan rely more on their parents to make decisions.
Yeah, I think so too.
Did they approve that you went to Sweden?
In the beginning, they are very worried.
My Asian friends in Sweden, the parents always send them food. They even send them rice. Like they say,
me too, and also soy sauce.
I had Asian friends in Sweden who never had cooked rice. They just know how to use a rice cooker. So when they come to Sweden, I have to show them how to cook rice.
You know, me too.
Really?
You know who teach me how to cook rice?
You don't know
My
how to do it?
boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We used to pick berries in the forest while I was in Urmil. You can find this in summer.
So people actually make it by themselves? Or?
Yeah, make it by themselves.
What do you eat this together with?
Meatball.
Yeah. How about this stuff here?
Oh, this is that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to try that.
This is some frozen weird snack. This is called a vacuum cleaner in Swedish.
How does it taste? Sweet?
You try.
Yeah, I will try.
Yeah, sure. This is so good. This is all like the snack you want to eat for fika.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
I think I will take this. This one is so good.
That is much better, in my opinion.
I will take this.
Did you ever see the aurora?
Yeah.
Have you saw it?
Because I lived very close to a huge forest. Even when if it's stronger enough, then you can just see the aurora on the way back to home. Or just from your window.
Yeah, it's really amazing. How was the alcohol culture in Sweden?
I think they really need alcohol.
For what?
For making friends. Oh, because there's also another very shy guy in my corridor.
Yeah.
And we also never...
It's not the guy that you made friend by peeling potato?
It's another guy.
Yeah.
He's also very shy. And in Friday nights, the city is totally different because all the Swedish people is like shouting while I just out from a party and I'm about to go back. And I met my corridor. me, that guy, and he's super kind, and he started to talk with me, like asking me where am I from and something like that. And he told me, oh, because we drink a lot, so we can forget every bad things, and we really love drinking, especially in northern Sweden.
And in the future, do you want to stay in Taiwan or do you want to go back to Sweden? Maybe Denmark?
But maybe we shouldn't drink that much. I think it depends if I can. It's really hard to find a job there.
Yeah, yeah.
As a foreigner, especially outside EU, it's very hard. I think the biggest problem is visa problem.
Yeah.
And another problem is Swedish, because even though they are all very good at English, but if you want to make closer friend or social with other people, with colleagues, they still think it's better to have someone to work with someone who really knows Swedish.
Yeah. I think this is also, it's not a big barrier to come into Sweden, especially not as a student or PhD. It's kind of, you get along with English. But I know that a lot of companies, when they hire, they want you to know at least a bit of Swedish. I think Swedish can be a bit of a barrier, not for the country, but to get a job in Sweden.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, I wish you all the luck in the future. And thank you so much for joining my video today.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Hello, bye bye.
Hello.